Okay, so today we got an oldie but a goodie. This guy's got its 100th anniversary. So this is a 1920s King tenor, and it doesn't have a model or anything on it, but some real pretty engraving on it. It's amazing the quality of work back then. I mean, there's videos of them making horns. They're just banging on them with hammers and making these saxophones back then. This is what they call a split bell, where you've got some of them have them both on the left side, some have both on the right side. This has got one of each. Kind of cool. But I'm not sure exactly why I did this, but I tore the whole thing apart, dipped it, polished it, and put all new pads and corks on it. It's been completely refurbished. So it's about $800 worth of repair work. On a horn I'm going to sell for probably about $700. But anyhow, it was a real clean one. The silver was really well intact, still had the original pads in it from back then, and hardly a dent in it. So, I mean, usually, bottom bows usually all messed up. The necks are usually bent. And I guess I was just inspired to do it. I just love these King saxophones. They made some of the best. Kings, Bushers, and Cons were kind of the king, sorry, back then. So there it is. Serial number is 66904. That's a pretty low number. And again, from the early 20s. So this thing's Centurion. But had a little bit of a gold wash in the bell. But again, it put like a medium metal resonator pad, and these came originally with just a rivet pad, which is kind of a dull sound, kind of like that old Guy Lombardo sound. So this sparks it up a little bit with a bit of a resonator without going too wild on it. But again, it was really straight, and it went back together pretty nicely. One of the unique features on this one is, let's see if we can get a picture here. Instead of one big G hole, not an A hole, but a G hole, there's not one but two pads. So that makes a huge vent for the G. Instead of having one hole this big, you've got two holes a little bit smaller, but two of them. So it gives you a nice big fat A, because the G is really nicely vented. But getting those both to seal perfectly, it was just a pain in the butt. Because you get one just right, and then the other one's off, and then you get that one off, and then the other one's off. So they both have to go down exactly the same time with no adjustment between the two, except for just floating the pads around and getting them both to hit exactly the same. So anyhow, there it is. And it just plays. Well, pretty rare for a horn these days. Usually, like on the Bushers and stuff, you just had a little button here, and it was really hard getting across there. This one's got a nice flat key, and most of them didn't have the front F key. They just had, you just had to play it with your palm key, and this one actually has a front F key, so you can play that. So you can actually get enough sharp out of it. You've got a nice big fat low B flat. So kind of a real interesting tone. They sound kind of a little foggy with no resonator, but with the metal resonators in it, even just a medium, and it kind of perks it up a little bit. But and then the G sharp, instead of being usually the G sharps right below the G, but on this one, it's over here on the side to get it out of the way, which is kind of cool. Leaves you a lot of room here down front, and kind of a weird linkage, but it seems to work. And then you just roll right across here, C sharp, B, B flat. You just kind of roll right through there. Kind of cool. And the only problem I have is hitting that B natural. It's just a little guy in between, but a little practice, no problem. Right up to the F sharp. So anyhow, I'm going to do a quick little tune and get on to the next saxophonist. Come on. Come on, gotta come up. There we go. So there it is. 1920s Kahn B-flat tenor saxophonus, number 66904. Fresh overhaul on it. And I know it was kind of a labor of love, you might say, but I'd love to see somebody else playing it because I just got too many. So there we go. So you're dedicating this to my buddy Brad J. And he was a big King fan. I think he still has a couple of his old Kings. I redid one for him years ago. Now playing on, of course, a more modern Yamaha. But these are just marvelous old horns, and I think he's got one hanging on his wall, if I'm not mistaken. But this one's too good for that. And it just kills me. It's got this big thing sticking out here. It's the first thing that gets whacked. And this one's actually pretty good shape to put your little marching lyre thing in. So there it is. Beautiful shape. Hardly a ding in it. And you can see just a nice, fresh, just a medium size metal resonator in there just to give it a little pop. Okay, gotta go.